Well, greetings, my friends. I'm standing here beside a pear tree, a very healthy pear tree. It has plenty of pears on it, and you can't see the fullness of it, but they're all over this tree are lots of pears. But right next to this tree is another pear tree. And this pear tree has a few pears on it, but when you look up into the tree, it's really in bad shape. In fact, I don't know how many more years this tree is going to produce. Well, I don't have a green thumb. My dad, when he was living here, he took care of these trees, but I don't know what to do. I just don't have a green thumb, but you have to nurture the trees to get good fruit. I'm thinking in the scripture in Matthew chapter 12, it talks about, you know a tree by its fruit. And a good tree is going to produce good fruit. A bad tree is going to produce bad fruit. And he's talking about people in that context. And it's so true. If we have the Spirit of God living in us, we're going to produce good fruit. In fact, Paul tells us in Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 and 23, he talks about the fruit of the Spirit. And you know, I've heard people say, well, you shouldn't judge. And I know the scripture says in Matthew 7, 2, I believe it is, about judge not, lest you be judged. The same way you judge someone, they're going to judge you. But there is a certain principle that you can look at a tree and know it's healthy or not, and know if it's producing. And of course, a pear tree is going to produce pears. An apple tree is going to produce apples. And we can tell whether it's healthy or not. So it's pretty logical whether you can see whether a person is producing good fruit or not. So it's important, my friends, that you and we are good fruit producers. That the fruit of the Spirit, the love, the joy, the peace, the kindness that Paul talks about in Galatians 5, 22 and 23, that those things are flowing from our lives, and we can tell, other people can tell, whether we have Christ living within us. So I encourage you, stay connected to the vine. Jesus said in John chapter 15, I believe it is, he said that I am the vine, you are the branches. And we must stay connected to the vine. Stay connected to him if we want to produce the good fruit in our lives. So I encourage you, let's be a tree like this and not one like this. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.